Hello, Fayette County Light Cohort. I just wanted to share a few things with you that might be helpful. My name is Rachel Barkus. I was formerly the library lead for our district. Now I am acting associate director for instructional technology. I want to share where you can find a few things that might help with your assignments and also kind of give you an overview of the structure of things in our district. So I am in the technology department. We now have a supervisor of library and instructional resources. Her name is Summer Perry. I have worked previously, and she will continue, both of us will continue to work with Dr. Paganelli to help align your coursework with some of the things that we're doing here in Fayette County. And that is our role. You can absolutely reach out to us if you have questions about Fayette County libraries, practicum opportunities, professional development, or anything like that. If you're looking for information on the GYO side of things, if you're looking for bill payment or the program structure, all of that is housed in the human resources, and that is Lori Bowen. And now we have a project manager for that, Julie Bonfield, and she is doing a fabulous job. So I know that the textbooks have been a little bit of a struggle for you guys. We are waiting on HR to make that purchase. And once that happens, those are just housed in our Teacher Resource Center. So our job from the technology perspective is just to get them checked out and sent to you when we get a help desk ticket. So when we have those available to do that, we will send them on. And I'm hoping that is sooner than later for your sake in your classes. So what I'm on right now is our library dashboard. You should have access to it, but you can find it at bit.ly/FCPS LMS dash. Our librarians across the district use this really frequently. It's just where we're housing all of our resources because, Google Drive can get a little bit messy trying to search for what you're looking for. So I encourage you to click around and find some things that you might be interested on this site. One thing you can do is you can see like a photo directory of our librarians across the district and who is at what school. We also have mostly full-time librarians, but there are some schools who have chosen with their SBDM to reduce their librarian to a 0.5 or a 0.2. So you can see that indicated on this graphic. Another thing that I want to point your attention to that you might be interested in is our annual report. I know for several assignments you might need to know how many librarians we have or what the budget looks like or any of that information. So every year after inventory, our librarians fill out a report based on their year. So this is kind of autopsy data. We would say it's from last year, but it's in a Looker Studio. So this is our annual report for last year. We also have the one for 2021 and 2022. So I'm going to click on the new tab where it is. So there are different filtering agents, so you can play around with the data as you need to. So if you're looking for, only the data for elementary schools, you can just change that, and then the data should populate as such. We also have information about our collections, so like our average age, our items per student, all of that is in there and can be filtered. We have the budget information for each school. Budget is set by the school's SBDM. That is not a consistent thing throughout the district. So you can see that there are some schools with really large budgets and other schools with smaller budgets. This one is book specific because our budget might also include money for supplies or technology databases. So when we're looking at standards for how many books per student should we be purchasing for a year, this is where you can go to see what our averages are. There's also a diversity analysis. We use Follett Destiny as our library management software. And so that allows us to peek in based on the metadata inside of our Mark 21 records and see which items have diversity tags. So we've been keeping an eye on this. Not only do we want to have a robust collection, but we also want to make sure that we're offering windows, mirrors, and doors for our students, that we have those books that are for every single student in the building. So we've been paying attention to the age of our diverse materials and also how many diverse items per student we have. So you might also find in our library dashboard Another helpful piece, every month we have a newsletter, Libraries in the Limelight. So these are our past newsletters, and Summer will start putting out newsletters this year. This will go out, should be about once a month, just to kind of give you a heads up. So feel free to browse through those and see what we have available. Another thing that might be helpful for you as you're kind of looking through this website is our databases, or the things that we have available for our librarians and for our students in the district. So if I go right here, it's got my Fayette County purchase databases. We have Gale eBooks, so we can purchase books for like professional use for our teachers, and those are in perpetuity and simultaneous use. So there's some books in there that might be used across the district, like the PLC playbook. We also have access to the Kentucky Virtual Library, and the information is on there. But this would be a helpful site to go to if you're looking for, an EBSCO search or something like that. If you're needing professional, peer-reviewed sources for a paper, then you also, in addition to having access to that EBSCO through WKU, you also have access through Fayette County. So feel free to play around on those pages. The last thing I want to show you is how you can access like a wider range of data in our district. So we protect our data of our students, obviously, and so there is a process for accessing data. So I'm just going to show you how to get there from our website. That way you always know where it is. It's not a link you've got to go find, but you can get there. So under departments and offices, the technology department falls under a broader umbrella, and we're part of information and analytics. So if I drop that down, you can see that's information analytics, data processing, our team formerly known as MUNIS, but the ERP systems, and then also the technology department. So I'm going to come over to information and analytics and our data processing and management part. So you can find some resources here. This is public facing data. So this is always okay for you to use in your WKU reports or papers or whatever. So you can find data from our report card and use that. If you are looking for data that is specific to, MAP scores or something that is not public facing, then you have to put in a data request or a research request. So this research request would really be if you're looking for something for a big, like maybe capstone project. You can do a research request, and they will be able to fill that and send you the information, the data that you need. That does take a little bit of time. So if you're looking at a potential capstone project, you might want to look into the timing of that. Otherwise, if you are using like your school's map data or maybe some other summative assessment or something like that, just make sure that your data is de-identified, that you don't have specific student information on there, just to protect our students in the district. So again, I'm Rachel Barkus. If you need anything, we are happy to help. Summer and I are happy to help provide professional learnings for our librarians, get you information about our Fayette County libraries, connect you to some of our librarians. If you have any questions about the financial piece of your program or anything like that, that is Julie Bonfield, and she will be able to assist you. Hope that helps.